there's buster hair just everywhere. Hi guys, so today's video is all about bronzer. I've been doing a series of my favourite primers, my favourite foundations, concealers and all that. And next is bronzer. I have some more high-end, some more affordable. I think everyone could find something they would enjoy. These are for more fair-skinned because obviously I buy for my skin tone and no one else's. So I apologise if they don't have the ranges that you are looking for, but if you are fair-skinned like me, I feel like you would enjoy a lot of these bronzers. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first one I want to mention is this e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. This is in Forever Sunkissed, which I think is the only shade they have, which kind of sucks. It can be a tiny bit too dark for me. I have to kind of put it to a tilt to show you the true shade, but you can see there that it is pretty warm. It has a kind of sheen to it without being shimmery or glittery. It just has this kind of nice satin, I think, feel to it, and I love bronzers like that because it brings such warmth to your skin without having anything shimmery, because at the end of the day I'm getting older and shimmer on my forehead, no. This really just brings a nice warmth to your skin, and it does look like you've just kind of been touched by the sun in some ways. And this is really affordable. e.l.f. has been stepping up their game. A lot of their items, I feel like. I really, really enjoy this. Another bronzer that I probably don't have to speak about very much because this is all over YouTube and it has been for a long time. This is the Physician's Formula Butter Bronzer. The packaging is so bulky, and I understand why, because it should have a brush in the bottom here so that you can apply your bronzer. Those brushes are like this thin. Who is applying their bronzer with those blushes? Because of that, it comes with a mirror, but I honestly feel like they could just get rid of that and have much sleeker kind of packaging. Wouldn't that be so much better? Hey, Physician's Formula, you do you. It smells like a tropical vacation. It smells like coconut and sunscreen, which doesn't sound like the best maybe, but it's so nice. This is in the shade Light Bronzer, so I got the lightest shade because again, I'm very pale. It is quite a light bronzer for me, and it is completely matte. You will not find any sheen or shimmer in this one. This is simply just to warm up your face, and it is phenomenal. The only problem with Physician's Formula is the bulky packaging, and also the fact that I have to buy this off of Amazon. But I mean, this is one of my favourites, so I don't know if you can tell. Kind of tell there that I have literally pretty dented this product because I love this so much. Like, one of my absolute favourite bronzers. Quickly just want to mention these two. This is the Essence Luminous Matte Bronzing Powder. This is in the shade Sunshine. This is more true to colour. It's very warm. It's not orange at all. And this middle part here is complete satin. It's not shimmery or glittery in any way. I am wearing it today. That sort of sheen you kind of see on my forehead, that's from this bronzer. I have nothing else at all. No highlight whatsoever on my forehead. That is completely from this product. I think that this is so underrated. Like, again, this would only work for someone with very, very light skin. I appreciate. Blends out so nicely. So I honestly think that if you wanted to bring more life to your skin, a satin bronzer is so the way to go. And then this is the Wet n Wild ColorIcon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. This is the old school packaging. That's kind of true to colour. It almost looks kind of orange. It has a very satin kind of feel to it, and because of that, it's so flattering. Again, you can get that same sort of sheen to your face without it being shimmery or glittery. Like, having a shimmery bronzer, putting that on your forehead, putting anything shimmery on your forehead if you've got lines or texture, it's just going to emphasize that. Something satin will look a lot more flattering than something shimmery. I have heard that the new pressed ones aren't anywhere near as good, and this one is kind of powdery, but it's worth it because it blends out really, really nicely. And so I think you'd only need one or the other. You definitely don't need both, but depending on what you have available, I just wanted to advise on both. So this is the Physician's Formula, e.l.f., Essence and Wet n Wild. So this is the Becca Sunlit Bronzer. The packaging is just 10 out of 10. So, so pretty. This is in the shade Capri, which is not their lightest shade, but I feel like this shade makes me look so sun-kissed. Really, really enjoy it. So that's the kind of shade that it is. And you can see that I have definitely hit pan. I don't know if you can tell how like welted this is. You can't see how dipped it is, but you can definitely see I've already hit pan on this. I have had this for a while because I go in between bronzers to try and like not hit pan on every single amazing bronzer I have. This is probably my favourite high-end bronzer of all time. I will definitely repurchase this. It's so easy to blend, and the second I've got this, I couldn't put it down for months. It's been in my favourites videos. It's been a bronzer that I take with me abroad. It's so stunning. I can't say enough good things about this bronzer. Oh, and it comes with a mirror, so it's travel friendly too. The second bronzer I want to mention is this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the long wear matte bronzer. So I only got a mini version of this. This is so small. This is the shade here. It's pretty light. It's a really nice matte bronzer. I do feel like the Physician's formula is kind of the affordable alternative, so I would honestly say probably just go for this. Too Faced are one of my favourite brands, and I really wanted to test out this bronzer. I have their contour palette that I've absolutely been loving. That's the original OG Milk Chocolate Soleil contour sort of palette, and I loved that. So I just really wanted to try out their bronzer to see if the bronzer was good as the contour, and I was not disappointed. I am not disappointed with almost any Too Faced products that I try. It's so blendable. It smells like chocolate, which is a huge bonus. These little minis. It's a more affordable way to try out Too Faced products without spending the higher price tag. Even though Too Faced are high end but not luxury, they are obviously more expensive than affordable brands, and there's so much good affordable makeup out there. You don't need so much high-end stuff. I don't love it as much as my Becca one, but it was worth the purchase. And the last one is another Too Faced product. This is the Sweetie Pie bronzer. This is Radiant Matte, so again, radiant. It's not shimmery, it's sheen. So it's got the satin kind of formula. Okay, so I have two things to say about this bronzer. The first is that it obviously has these sort of peachy tones in it, which it can look sometimes more like a blush than a bronzer. And the more I've dug into this, like, I don't know if you can tell, a lot of my bronzer strips are so whittled down that I'm now almost using this as a blush than a bronzer. I had been looking for a bronzer for a really, really long time that worked for my fair skin without looking orange, and because this is more peachy, it's just so flattering on fair skin. This will not work for anyone probably much fairer than me because this is the only shade it comes in. The lace kind of effect is really cool. I feel like I would probably prefer this without the peach, I will be honest, because like I said, the more I've gotten down to it, the more it kind of looks like a blush now than a bronzer. But the time I had with this as a bronzer, it was phenomenal, and that's why I wanted to try that out. So this is the Becca Milk Chocolate Soleil and Sweetie Pie. So you can see how much like lighter and warmer this one is. So that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you feel like it. I will have my favourite blushes and highlighters coming, I don't know, in a couple of months probably. If you want to see those earlier, please let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to film them. I hope to see you all very, very soon in the next video. Bye!